Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. I'm going to talk softly tonight because my son is asleep right behind me. I'm just sitting here on the bedroom floor, and we've been up the last couple of nights because he's not feeling well. The Buddha left his son with his wife and took off to find the meaning of life, and called his son Rahula, which means fetter, a hindrance. But I don't think about fatherhood that way. It's a place of practice. You know, I don't often talk here in our Zen practice about my personal beliefs about why we are here in this world, why were we born. Our Zen philosophy is kind of that whatever reason we were born, or even if there's no reason, just live. But I think if there is a reason, it is to live. And it's how we live that makes all the difference. Taking care of the ones we love when they're sick, the heartache and the joys. Something tells me that's what it's about. Something tells me that the reason we're in this life is to live this life. And you know, the old Buddhist idea of karma, it's how you live it. If you live it in a good way, then that is going to lead to something good. And if you're going to lead it in a bad way, you're certainly going to lead to something bad. Well, I don't want to get into all that today, but let me say that I do believe that the way we lead our lives makes all the difference in the world. There's no place I would rather be right now than with my poor son here. He's doing okay now. The doctor gave him some medicine, but I still am sitting up here with him because he's a little restless. And isn't that a wonderful place to be? I was going to talk about something called Master Dogen's Bendowa starting today, and I still would. And it's really mind-blowing. It's a wonderful piece. It was Master Dogen's introduction to Zen thought. Listen, You okay, get off? He's just moving around. Bendowa is Master Dogen's kind of introduction to Zen philosophy and practice. Zazen for beginners. And it's mind-blowing. But you know, this is mind-blowing. You can read all the sutras in the world about golden Buddhas flying on lotus leaves in universes as many as the sands of the Ganges. And there's nothing more miraculous than that little boy over there. My wife is away this week. She's an Aikido practitioner. And I have to confess, I'm not the typical guy when my wife's around and the baby is sick. Yeah. You take care of it. You know, my theory about Samu and work practice. You take care of it. Now I'm going to go back to sleep. Well, can't do that today because my wife's away practicing Aikido. But I'm doing pretty good. Had to wash the sheets today by hand because we had some accidents last night. But I'll tell you something. How do I say this nicely? No, I don't care how it sounds. What came out of my son's mouth last night was more beautiful to me than the sutras coming out of the Buddha's mouth. I didn't want him to suffer, and it was really scary at the time. The doctor says he's okay. But in a way, it's beautiful. It's life. Now, we do have some parents out there who deal with this every day. year in, year out with children who are seriously ill. That's a whole different story than having a child who's sick for a couple of days with a touch of stomach flu. And I don't even want to begin to say that this practice compares to the load, the burden of that practice. Okay, but that is a real. We'll talk about that another time. Anyway, I'm going to sit here now. I'm going to be very quiet and use the bell very softly. And if Leon wakes up, I'm going to go. I've also had only a couple of hours of sleep, so if I'm a little wobbly, it's okay.